Hey, I'm Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. So, I kind of did a thing. A thing I didn't think I was gonna do, especially not before Christmas time, but here is the evidence. I went to Barnes & Noble and I had a book haul. Let's talk about it. I will say my haul actually isn't as irresponsible as it looks, which is cool. I went up to visit some family and friends for Thanksgiving, and I found myself wandering around a Barnes& Noble on Black Friday during their half off sale. And like I said, I was traveling, so I wasn't near my local bookstore. The spirit overtook me. I just had to shop. It was great. It was fantastic. Before I talk about the things that I bought, I was also gifted some wonderful things. So I will start there with some book merch. My wonderful friend Carly, who is also a book lover, knew that I needed these I like big books and I cannot lie mug, but she also hooked me up. It's a Boys of Tommen rugby sweatshirt. It has Johnny Kavanaugh's name and number on the back. It's like the perfect colors too. Adam was like, "Is it the Jaguars?" It's Tommen. So, very excited. I have the little outfit that I think I need to wear the sweatshirt with as well. My cute little pants. I know I need to wear it when I go book shopping because, I mean, that's where I'm gonna find the girlies that know. Because if they know, they know. So those were my adorable book gifts that she had for me. But then she also surprised me with the box set of Crazy Rich Asians. It was a win for me because these just were not her cup of tea, which I get it. I read these in just a good time. I read these in 2017 and it just hit me so right. It is fiction, it's contemporary fiction, but there's so much family history. It can feel a little bit like historical fiction, which just isn't, it doesn't do it for some people. I was so thankful. I am so thankful, and I am gonna definitely give these a reread. Not this year, but hopefully next I get to it. I've mentioned, I talk about the series and the movie all the time. It is one of my favorites, and this is a really pretty set. So, thank you, Carly. I was the bad influence in the group, and I ended up with the least amount of books, even though the bookstore was my idea. So sorry, ladies. I love you. I knew I wanted to go do some Christmas book shopping because I really haven't been buying books and I was in the mood. So I was actually on the hunt for the Lovelight Farms by, is it BK? I'll put it up here. I wanted to read that one, but I couldn't find it. So I ended up with The Christmas Tree Farm, which is basically the same thing. Honestly, it sounds very, very similar in plot. And it also has this really cute cover, this little cute wintry dog on it. Feels like Roman. So I needed to pick this one up. This is Kira, who hates Christmas, and she's unfortunately just purchased the cutest damn Christmas farm that's ever been. And then Bennett Ellis, who's on vacation in Dream Harbor, and he's trying to take a break from his life and his constant desire to always fix things. They are both going to end up trapped on the farm together, and this one is advertised as a small town, spicy, festive romance. I haven't read any of the other books in this series. I think they're interconnected standalones. I believe Dream Harbor is the location for all of them. It's the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and the Cinnamon Bun Shop. And then this is the third, the Christmas Tree Farm, which is where I'm going to start. I have not given this one a read yet. I think I'm going to make this one a reading vlog. Take y'all along with me and park myself right here in front of the tree. The next book that I shopped in the Barnes & Noble buy one get one half sale is The Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. This is the second one of her books I've read this year. I read The Proposal earlier. I read The Proposal in the spring. It was my first book I've ever read of hers, and I grabbed it at the library. I really enjoyed it. It was cute. It was paced really well. I liked the way it ended. I didn't feel like it was too long or too short. So this one is The Royal. I didn't realize that our female and our male main characters are actually in their 50s. So Vivian is really never, she's a social worker. She lives in California. She's really never traveled that much. And her daughter is a stylist who gets a job for the royal family. So they give her an offer to go spend the holidays with the royal family. While she's there, she meets Malcolm, who is the Queen's private secretary, and he's just kind of smitten with Vivian right off the start. He's really intrigued by her, and he wants to do whatever he can to get close to her and get to know her. I'm a little over 50 pages into this one right now. I started it when I was on the plane. It's just super cute. I like it. It's very light bantery right now, but they also just met. So I will be continuing this one. Once I sit down and read it, I think I'll be able to smash through it pretty quick, but I just really haven't sat down and read a physical copy of a book in a while. And then it wouldn't be a haul video if I didn't also talk about what I had from the library. As you know, I love to frequent the library. Most of these books are ones I'm going to try to finish up before the end of the year or as close to right after the start of the year as I can. Start with one I've talked about before, and that is Honey by Isabella Bonta. I talked about this one in my What I Read in a Week vlog when I talked about my partner and I going to the library and picking out books for each other. So this is that one, and I unfortunately haven't gotten to read it yet. The things I had to read for videos overtook other things I had lying around. So this one it's a fictionalized retelling of Britney Spears coming to age in the early 2000s. So it's about, I think her name's Amber Young. Yeah, Amber Young has received a life-changing call to join a girl group called Cloud 9. I read Britney Spears's The Woman in Me, her memoir, earlier this year. So I think this will be a nice addition to that story of hers. One I just picked up is The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. Shonda is a show creator, very famous for Scandal, Grey's Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder, so many other great shows, Bridgerton. This one is about her time in Hollywood after she gets to a point in her life where her sister points it out to her. She is saying no to everything that is being asked of her. And instead of saying no like she has been, she's decided that she is going to start saying yes and talk about the steps that got her to saying yes to more things that are in her life. Just knowing who this one is coming from. I watch a lot of Shonda, so I'm excited to dive into her thoughts. Also just feels like a very timely book as we get to the start of next year in a good positive way to lead us into 2025. Another thing I've been trying to do this year is read outside of my comfort zone, so read outside of my comfort genre. And so I've been reading more mystery, thriller, suspense books this year. I have another. This is Five Bad Deeds by Kaz Freer. Don't know how to say her name. It's like fear with another er. This one is about Ellen. Ellen is our female main character. She's a teacher, a mother, a wife. She feels like she's been doing the right thing for a while. She has a bunch of stuff going on in her life, normal stuff. And one day a note arrives, a pretty ominous note arrives that is telling her basically people have to learn there are consequences. And she starts getting more of these notes that are threatening her with these consequences that she doesn't really know where they came from. So this one, I have the quote from it. This one was Publisher Weekly said, a devastating suspense novel, a must-read for fans of Tana French and Gillian Flynn. So I feel like Gillian Flynn is one of those suspense thriller authors I see a lot of booktubers talking about and reading. Maybe give this one a try as well. And the last book I have in my library haul is The Banned Book Club by Brenda Novak. This one felt fitting with where we are right now, and it's about two sisters who they have a strained relationship. One sister has left their hometown. She's now going to come back because they need to take care of their mother who is sick. The sister that doesn't want to come back had some turbulent times when she was in her hometown, and these times are going to kind of come to light. Some secrets are going to come to light, and there are some things that she needs to deal with. This will be the first Brenda Novak book that I get a chance to read. So that's it. Those are all the books I have hauled so far. I also have those Advent books under my tree that I'm trying to get to this month. I did a video that was my 10 before the end books of this month. So I find that I have way too much to read with the amount of time that I have left in the end of the year. I think honestly when I count it, I probably have as many books as there are days, which is crazy. One thing I will say is I'm most likely gonna hit my revised Goodreads and Fable reading goal, which is 100 books. I hit my goal of 25 books way early in the year because I didn't really realize how much I was going to be reading, and then I kept just saying, well, I'll just do 50, well, I'll just do 75, and now I'm just like, okay, I'm going to do 100, I'm not going to add any more, and I'm going to hit it. So I'm at 90 right now. I've been reading some, or I have some rather left, some Christmas novellas that will help, and we'll get to our reading goal. But thank you so much for hanging out for my winter book haul. I have a feeling that I will end up doing another book haul because I have a feeling I'm going to end up with some more books. And that's a good thing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great day.